Hey, I just wanted to talk today a little bit about some of the phantom pains I've been having since my arm was amputated on Halloween 10 weeks ago, about 10 weeks ago. The actual injury happened back in June where I severed the nerves, and for several months after that I had the carrying around the paralysed arm, and I was getting phantom pains then, but since the amputation they've definitely got more severe, I'd say. I don't know why that is. I don't know if you've got the arm there, so you visualise you can see the arm there, so the phantom pains aren't so bad, or with the blood flow in the arm but the nerves attached, it's not as bad as when it's cut off. But yeah, they've definitely got more severe. So the things I feel most of the time, it kind of feels like my fist is really swollen and cramped. It's really tense and really hard, and my fist is up here somewhere on the end of my stump. And or sometimes it's like I've got a little T-Rex arm by my side, and all my muscles are really tense. That's kind of what I feel most of the time. Some of the worst pains, I'd say, is out of random, I can just suddenly start feeling a stabbing, or it's like someone's tasering me or stabbing me. Sometimes you see the knife that's stabbing me in the side of the stump, or sometimes it's in my forearm. And it just come out of random at blue, I'd be sat on the bus and I'd just start jumping around and stuff. It's quite funny. And yeah, that can be quite intense, but it doesn't last that long. But it happens quite often. Other times I can visualise it really well. I can see my whole arm there, and I can spend a whole day with my wrist slit and blood spraying out of it. Or it felt like blood was spraying out of it, and my wrist had been slit. And no matter what I did all day, it just felt like there was just blood squirting out of my slit wrists, which wasn't real. So yeah, and sometimes I can visualise a piece of ice that I'm holding in my fingers. It can last for 5-6 hours, just feeling my fingers going tingling and more numb throughout the day. Get a lot of cramping sensations. See, some of the worst pains is when it feels like all my fingers are broken and mangled up, like all my bones are breaking through the skin, like my fingers are being compressed or broken through, come through a combine harvester or something, and all the bones are breaking out through the skin. I feel really hard. I just see cramping more and more, throbbing. And they tend to last longer, than the stabbing pains or anything. But most of the time I don't feel those either. Hopefully it's going to get better, Other times weird things can trigger it as well. The brain's a crazy thing. Sometimes I can hear certain kinds of music, and that'll trigger stabbing pains in my arm. And so sometimes I can hear music and I can actually visualise my hand tapping against my leg or on a table or something, just to the rhythm and stuff. It's just kind of mad. Or swearing at people, giving people the finger. Yeah. So when it first happened in the hospital, after the nerve block wore off, they gave me a nerve block in the surgery. So first I thought I had no phantom pains, and then after it wore off, my arm was grabbing stuff everywhere, grabbing the rails on the bed, trying, and it was just shooting around, feeling it in so many different places. Just started mirror therapy now, and so just by having the mirror there and visualising it, my hand could, where I visualised my phantom hand, it could move from being up here to being full length arm that I see in the mirror. That tricks the brain really well, I'm finding. Been doing it 3 days now, and the movements kind of helps it. A couple hours after the mirror therapy, kind of don't have the phantom pains, or it feels like my phantom arm is fully there, where my the same as my real arm is, So it's not painful, it's not intense, which is a good thing. So yeah,